Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Suddenly realized TeamSpeak wasn't on and I had to get that all set up. All right, guys. Hello. Welcome to the stream. It is a beautiful Wednesday. Well, it's a hot Wednesday here in Fresno. I don't know about where you guys are, but it was nasty today. I think it was somewhere around 105, 107 here, and ugh, no thank you. So anyway, summer is something we just kind of deal with here in Fresno. The rest of the west on the weather is really mild in this part of California, so we kind of put up with the nasty, nasty summer. But yeah, I kind of would prefer this over shoveling my driveway for a few months in the wintertime. So every place has its ups and downs. Anyway, so we are here, and we're going to be doing a quick little jaunt over to San Francisco. We're here in Phoenix because I thought, hey, it's not hot enough in Fresno. Let's go to Phoenix and enjoy the heat over here in the virtual heat. So there's Juan sitting over there. I just barely got GSX working here a second ago. I don't know what did it actually, but it finally worked. So I need to open up the... Oh, no, the car gates are open. So as soon as catering is supposed to be showing up, there they are. We'll get them going here in just a second. Let's see who we got here, though. So far, it looks like just David and Briangren are the only ones I see in chat, but I also see Encrypted Pilot, Captain Tim, and Chris Red Dog in TeamSpeak. So hello, guys.
Hey,
how's it going?
Hey Moose, I'll be joining you here in a little bit. I'm working on installing one more texture to my 70.
All right, cool deal. Yeah, it's going well. I'm noticing my little angle attack indicators are moving up and down on the outside here. It must be a little bit windy, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. All right, he's getting himself in position, and then we got to open the door. So I'm just going to watch him for a second, and then once he's there, I'll get in the cockpit and do the door open thing. Senior Sensei Gaming, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. Okay, there we go. In fact, I think he might even go in without me opening the door, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that is
we got you beat by 110 here. 110 here.
Yeah. Now you can keep your 110. That's nasty. All right, make sure he's doing his thing.
Tomorrow.
Oh gosh, yeah. Ugh, no thank you.
Right, so yeah, I go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, fun. Yeah, nothing like working out in that heat. At least I work indoors, so it's not too bad. Well, most of the time indoors. I'm outdoors when something breaks, and then I gotta figure out what's going on. I don't recall opening that door.
Must be nice.
So, yeah. Usually it's nice. Sometimes not so much, but yeah. All right, so this is the Leonardo MD-82 by, I said Leonardo, by Leonardo, and we're flying in Delta livery today. I was online a moment ago, and then when the simulator dumped while I was trying to fix GSX, vPilot closed. So let me turn that back on, so I'll be back and think. I'm at Bravo 14 here in Phoenix, so...
I just took off runway 25 right.
In Phoenix?
Yeah.
Is it I thought it was 26 and 27. It's not. It's 25. I don't even remember.
I believe it's 25.
It's been a while since I've been to Phoenix. I'm probably just remembering it wrong. I'm gonna look at the airport chart right now, just because now I feel confused. No, you're right. It is 25. Yep, I'm dumb. Okay. Well done. Far be it from me. All right, file that. All right, good deal. Okay, and okay, we're on VATSIM. We're at gate Bravo 14, so let's go ahead and get this thing fired up while they're finishing up the catering there. See if I can remember how to fly this puppy, this mad dog. We got ground power on. We're gonna do emergency lights, armed. I think we just do that little on to make sure. Yep, we'll get the message there. I'll turn the signs on here. Just checking for the pedos. Good deal. Gonna turn the anti-ice on the windshield on. That's the window heat. And moving around the panel here, we'll turn the panel. I guess I gotta click it. Oh, I could do that. Okay, let's keep that down a little bit. It's kind of blurry with the lights on, apparently. Let's see.
Lights low. Pull up.
Let it do its little test
Terrain.
there.
Terrain. Pull up.
I'll need that. That was it? Alright.
headwind, shear,
Oh, that's the other one.
headwind, shear, headwind, shear. Tailwind, shear, tailwind, shear, tailwind, shear.
You done? Alright. Let's see. Anti-skid. We're gonna. There we go. That's a good test.
Stall. Stall.
Alright.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Alright. That's good. Local light, we'll turn that on just because I like to. Yaw damper on, and that's in normal. And test for the ice. FOD alert. Yep. Okay. Good test. Reset. Whoops. Other way. Reset. There we go. Alright. Air supply is off because we got outside air at the moment, so we'll leave those off for now. We're going to switch this and hit that. We'll get the barrow in a second. We'll set that appropriately. And there's the light test for the cockpit. Just kind of go down here and we'll check and make sure we've got our indicator lights, which appears that we do. Go ahead and cancel that test there. Wunderbar. And someone's coffee that I'm not going to touch. Is there an air mask I test here? Well, there's the map. I guess not, because it's way up there. Okay. Fine. There's some question for you. Would prefer to do it offline when you have time. Okay. When I'm done with the stream, actually, Chris, I'm happy to answer your questions. Flood. Let's see here. Gotta get these guys online. And that's the weather radar right there. That took me a while to figure out why I could never get the weather radar on. Are you in XP? What? XP? What are you talking about, David? Oh, X-plane? No. This is the Leonardo MD-80 for P3D. Uncage that. Let that go back to normal. And if you guys are in chat, say hello. I'd love to hear from you.
Fire left engine. Fire right engine.
All right. Oh, there we go. All right. That takes care of that. We'll put the flight directors on. Double checking our fuel here. Just under 20,000 pounds, which is what I'm looking for, around 20,000, so that's good. That's happy days. We'll set that to takeoff mode right there. And we'll deal with that momentarily. I do want to... Actually, I don't think that's going to do anything, but I do need to do this. Let's turn on our... No, actually, let's not do that yet. Let's just wait. Can I do this, though? Will this... Yes, there we go. Hey, Gemini! Alright, takeoff warning horn is tested. We'll be on TC in a few minutes. Alright, sounds good, man. We'll see you in a bit. And let's see. I don't think I need to do anything with that at the moment. We're going to change this to that. And that's the test, I believe. Yes.
TCAS system test okay.
Wunderbar. And let's see. This guy's probably waiting for me to close the door. So let's do ahead and do that. Oh, forward and aft service doors. That's why I'd open both those. Okay, that's nice and inconvenient. So, all right. All right. So as soon as he breaks away, then we can start boarding. Request boarding. All right. We'll start boarding as soon as he pulls out of there. I need to get first officer's instruments online here, just in case I need to look over and see something. Turn his weather radar on too. Okay. And let's go ahead and set up our FMS. I just updated the air rack data. Just went brand new today, about an hour ago, at midnight UTC. So just got it updated for the aircraft and for the stuff. Do I know what F&O is this week? I do not, but I can find out real quick. That USA and upcoming events. Let's see here. This Friday is the 20th. And it looks like Hot Desert Nights in Albuquerque Center featuring Phoenix and Albuquerque. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. I have an idea. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Retribution or something.
You're going to come down to see me, huh?
Yeah, we're going to Albuquerque, guys. Friday is going to be Albuquerque. We're going to try our hand, and it has been almost exactly a year, because it was in late July that incident happened. So a year later, we're gonna try Albuquerque again, and we're gonna hopefully do it right this time. Oh, that's fantastic! Yes, we're absolutely doing that. Oh, that is awesome. All right, guys, you're gonna have to be on here for that one. You're gonna have to look forward to that. All right, Albuquerque on Friday. We're finally doing it. Gonna brave my my greatest failure. Oh, that's ought to be awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and set that in there. We're at Kilo Papa Hotel X-Ray. All right, our route today is going to Kilo Sierra Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar. SOF, I don't know what that is, but let's see here. Alright, let's see here. Remember how this thing works. Departure, arrival, departure. Okay, let's look at the flight plan now that we're to that stage. NightBot already has it. Actually, Restream does not have it. That's right. Because I couldn't give it to it right away when I did it earlier. So let me give it to it now. So for those of you on Twitch can actually see the correct thing. No, not you. NightBot. NightBot.
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
Yes, yes,
I'm right
yes.
next to her. Thank you.
Custom. There you are. Copy. Okay, and now we'll go into Restream, bot, specs, route, edit, paste, save, done. Okay. Okay, now Restream has the correct, the Restream bot has the correct route as well. So here's our route. Bring this over here. That's super helpful, I know. There it is. From Phoenix to San Francisco. And look, it put Fresno on the map for me. How nice. Awesome. So that's where I live right there, guys. We're just going to skirt around Fresno, as is probably wise in this heat. Coming out of Phoenix, we're going to head west toward toward Los Angeles, rather. Kind of just north of San Bernardino, up through Lancaster, just past Bakersfield. This is the Avenal VOR right there. And then up the coast, somewhere right in here is Hearst Castle, if you guys have any interest in that. This is the Surfer 2 arrival we're going to be taking, and Surfer up into San Francisco. Our alternate is Sacramento, right there, SMF. And we have 78 passengers on board today. We've got 1,100 pounds of extra cargo. Total payload of 19,000 pounds for a zero fuel weight of 103.2 thousand pounds. And we're asked to take 19.6 pounds of fuel, 19.6 thousand pounds of fuel. I round that up to 20, so we're good there. Takeoff weight's going to be then a little higher than 122. It should be around 122.4 or so, but close enough. And it sounds like our passengers are loaded now, so that's good. Anyway, here's our route. Keynes to departure, Herber, direct to Curriv, J212, Deacon's, Palmdale VOR, direct to Avenal VOR, direct to Makers, direct to Surfer, and the Surfer 3 arrival into San Francisco. Expecting a 2-8 right arrival. We'll see if that changes. And we're expecting a 2-6 departure out of Phoenix. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead and load up the... Going to point it out. It is Surfer 3. I said Surfer 3, didn't I? Or did I say Surfer 2 accidentally? Okay. So
What's the
out.
departure?
It's well, the departure's the Keynes 2. Kilo Echo Echo November Sierra 2. So,
What was your transition? Messy?
Herber 8 Hotel Romeo Romeo Bravo Romeo.
Hey, Moose.
How's it going, man?
Good.
You're nice and loud today. I love it.
Yeah, I'm happy.
All right, from Herber, we're going to Curiv, C-U-R-I-V, C-U-R-I-V. Why can't I? R. This thing is laid out funny because it's like an extra row over than the normal FMSs, so all the letters are shifted funny from what I'm used to. C-U-R, oh, I-V. There we go. That's a direct to. Oh, by the way, guys, for those of you that are using TeamSpeak already, there is a if we type in the link for TeamSpeak right here, I'm going to bring that up. TeamSpeak. It now gives you a link to go to. There is a code of conduct listed there for the Westwind TeamSpeak. Please make sure you read that at some point and plan to adhere to that. We just don't want to. We want to make sure we don't have any incidents. There was a possibility of an incident last time we streamed, and we just want to nip that in the bud. So. Again, we're all here to have fun and be respectful of each other, so make sure you're adhering to that code of conduct. If not, then our moderators will make short work of you. J212. And then it's going to be Deacus, Delta Echo, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Charlie Alpha Sierra. Nope, not there. Okay, good. Wait. Oh, crap.
What was before Deacus? I'm prepared to listen to you. Fall behind you.
Oh, you know, you can just type in the thing to get it. It's Juliet 212 is the thing before Deacus, which I apparently screwed up. Juliet 212, because I think I clicked the line select button down below it. Deacus. There we go. Aha, there we go. And then after that, it's a direct to Palmdale, Papa Mike Delta. And then after that, it's direct to Avenal, Alpha Victor Echo. Following that, direct to Makers, Mike Alpha Kilo Romeo Sierra.
Kilo Mike Echo Romeo Sierra?
No, Mike Alpha Kilo Romeo Sierra. Ooh, someone is happy. BWF Flight Simulation, thank you for the follow, sir. Welcome aboard. Love to see getting more people on Twitch. I love it. AJ Stellar, by the way, hello, sir. You live in Phoenix, about 5 minutes from the airport. Awesome, man. We'll wave the wings at you. TBM Life, I'll fly the MD-82 with you. All right. Good to see you, man. Guess who's back for once and heading to high school this year. Hey, nice. Well done. It's about... So funny. I can't ever tell age on here, and so you just never know who you're talking to. And then you hear, oh, I'm in high school. I'm not in high school. I'm 80 years old. You just never know. So that's awesome, man. Good luck in high school. Or numbers. Can I say that you break rule number 6 or 7? In what way? What rule am I breaking? Now I want to know. Hang on, I'm gonna go look at this and see which rule I'm violating. 6 or 7. Please don't be a mic. Okay, so the difference here is I'm streaming. I am the live streamer, so that is the rule 6 and 7 does not apply for the person that is streaming. The recording is for just in general conversations in other rooms. The live stream. That's why we have a special dedicated live streaming room, so it's very well clear and known that there's a live stream recording going on. So, yes, you are correct, David, but there's it's technically an exception for that specific. So, just know that. All right, and then direct to Surfer is our last point here. So that's Sierra Echo Romeo Foxtrot Romeo. Sierra Echo Romeo Foxtrot Romeo. And then we go to our arrival, which is going to be the Surfer 3. What did I just hit? No. No, 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 no. Bad, bad, bad. Wrong button was hit. Okay. Next page. That's what I want. Surfer 3. And we're expecting 28 right. And we will do the Dumba, or Dumbarton. That's the bridge right there, Dumbarton Bridge. Route. Just make sure nothing funny happened here. Surfer 3. Alright, why did it do Surfer 3 to Eddie?
Eddie is at the end of the Surfer 3 arrival.
Oh, I got you. Did I do the wrong... Hang on. Oops. Because I think Eddie was an option there, now that I think about it.
It was.
It was? Okay, we're going to do that instead. That would make more sense. 28 right. Eddie then, okay. Alright, next page. That's why we check. There we go. Now it's better. Okay. So we'll activate that. Execute. And we'll check the legs here. Just make sure we got no discontinuities. Does not appear to be. I also didn't notice anything on the departure here. So let's go ahead and check our departure and see if there's any restrictions that it's not putting in here. Although we do have one, 1635 or above right there. Let's see, if we take off... Oh, I see. We use 1635 or above is where we turn on 240 roughly to the Wilco fix. And after that, yeah, there's no speed or altitude restrictions all the way up to Herber. So, okay, pretty straightforward. We'd have a really sharp, we'd have a quick turn if we took off the other way, but today we're making a really shallow turn because of the direction we're going. So that's normal. She's U28 left at Eddie. Well, our flight planner gave us 28 right, so we're gonna plan on that. And if ATC comes online, they can give us whatever they want. So.
Departure is online.
Strange in the Night. It probably was Strange in the Night. I am guilty of humming that occasionally. Yeah, that's probably exactly what I was doing. That's actually from a, if you ever heard of Rich Little, he does impersonations, famously of the presidents, of like JFK on, and he does a whole thing, a Nixon routine of him in the Oval Office singing Strangers in the Night. And that's what's in my head when I'm doing that. It's not Frank Sinatra singing Strangers in the Night. It's Rich Little as Richard Nixon singing Strangers in the Night. Anyway, sidebar. Okay, initial reference here, 0 fuel weight. I think it'll do it. No, it will not do it for me. Okay, so but I've got it, so that's okay. 0 fuel weight is 103. Wait, is that what this said down here? Oh yeah, okay. 103.2, yeah, okay. 103.2. Fuel is 20.0. Oh, that's right, I got a burn schedule. 20.0 slash, I believe N is normal. I still have got to look that up and see what that really means. Let's see here, where's our fuel reserves? Fuel reserves, there you are. 7.8. 7.8. 0.8. Cost index is, putting it in, is 35 for us. Okay. Cruise altitude is going to be 36,000 feet. Max altitude 35.6. Well, sucks to be you. That's what happens if I change this. Is this... Let's see if it still yells at me. It may still. Yeah, it does. Okay. Huh. Well then. Oh, that's lame. Okay. Stupid thing doesn't know I can make it. All right, so we're gonna do 34 then. 340. And we will change our flight plan accordingly. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't download the weather yet. I need to do that. Download. Save that. Plan load.
Moose, after your stream, I could need your help with installing your texture.
What texture?
7.8.
Oh, what help? It's pretty straightforward. You just put the textures in there and go.
I know, that's what I did, and it didn't show up in my flight sim.
Did you edit the CFG file like the instructions tell you to do?
Yes. Yes, I did.
And you added, so you copied that whole thing and changed the X number to the next thing in your simulator?
Yes.
I don't know how it can help you beyond that. You're using, what are you using, FSX or P3D?
FSX still.
Okay. Alright. Let's see here, briefing. 154 at 10. 154 at 10. Outside air temp is negative 40. Surface altitude is that. That's correct. And we gotta get our V speeds here, which on a dry runway today is gonna be 123, 129, 137. 127 or 137. You're in my way. 137. There we go. All right. And take off EPERS 1.88. And that says 8. Well, 1.87. Close enough. Okay. All right. So that's all set. We're gonna put. Oops. We're gonna put that onto the legs page. I'm gonna move this one over to the takeoff page for my V-speed reference. We're gonna click that, and that should give me my V-speeds there. Good, it did. And we'll do that there as well. Let's get our. I don't think we have anybody online yet, so no, we do not. So we'll get our weather from Active Sky here. Is that COM 1 or 2? It doesn't say. Okay. I think this is our guy. Find out in a second.
Papa
Yep.
Hotel X-Ray Airport Information Golf 0051 Zulu weather wind 260 at 14 gusting to 18 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 10 1000 5000 scattered temperature 38 dew point 19 altimeter 2986 advise on initial contact you have information Golf
Advise.
Kilo Papa Hotel X-Ray Airport Information Golf 005
Yeah, we get it. Okay. All right, winds 260 at 14, gusting 18, visibility 10, clouds at 1,000 and, 10,000 and 15,000. Temperature 38, dew point 19er and 2986 on the altimeter. So let's set our altimeter. 2986. And I think his sets with mine. Yes, it does, but I need to set the standby. 2986. And we need to set this guy up here. 29er. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay. All right. Happy day. All right, so everything is set there. Let's go through the checklist here real quick and see if we got everything that we need to get. Mass emergency lights armed, cabin signs are on, windshield anti-ice is on, engine sync selectors off, stall warning was tested, air conditioner shut-off switch is in auto, fire protection system is tested, fuel quantity is right around 20,000 pounds, so we're good there. Altimeters are now set for 2986 and cross-checked. Fuel shut-off levers are off. Cabin pressure lever is in auto, and that's the checklist complete. All right, so in preparation for getting our engine started, I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the engine cross, the pneumatic cross feeds right there, because those are always a pain to get to, and I will forget about them. We're gonna close the doors at this point and start the APU. So let's get the APU going here. That's the master switch there. We need the start pump on for that, and hit that into start. So the APU is going to start to fire up. While that is happening, let's...
Hey, Mike, real
Yeah,
quick. What
go-
runway? What's your departure runway?
26.
26, thanks.
Yep. What side of the airport are you on?
I'm on the same side as you, way down the concourse.
Oh, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Cabin doors closing. Good deal. All right. Wunderbar. Oh, there's the APU gen power, so we're going to switch over to that. And now that that's the case, we'll turn off the external. And we'll tell... Actually, I'm going to turn on the... Actually, there's no air yet. Whoops. Okay, so we've turned the APU air on. There we go. We'll wait till we get APU air there. In the meantime, we're going to disconnect the ground start cart here.
Yes, sir. You're cleared to disconnect.
And disconnect the air conditioning.
You're cleared to disconnect. Thanks.
Let's go ahead and move the jetway out of the way. And I don't see any air yet. Waiting on that to fan up right there. That's interesting. One little spot. There's our air. Okay. Alright, so at this point we will turn on the air supply packs, at least until we're ready for engine start, so that way the passengers don't bake in the hot Phoenix sun, because that's no bueno. And let's get our lights turned on here, which are over here. Let's see here. Anti-collision position is there. We'll hit the strobes when we get on the runway. And before start takeoff checklist, parking brakes are set. Pneumatic pressure we have in the duct up there. Engine ignition selector to both. Let's see. Left and right fuel pump tanks on, and the center tanks need to come on because we do have fuel in the center tanks. Anti-collision lights are. I did turn them on, right? Yeah. Anti-collisions are on. APU norm econ switch is norm. Air conditioner supply switches to off. I'm gonna do those right before engine start. Pneumatic crossfeed levers are open. Thrust levers are idle, and before start check is complete. Okay, so let's get push back going, and then we'll kill the bleeds for the packs. Top alt is 8,000. Top alt for who is 8,000?
Yeah, on 26 or 25.
26.
Copy, I'll wait for you then.
Alright.
What the density altitude is today?
It's a good question. I don't know. Nose to the left. No, I do not. Okay. Here comes one in his little truck. Little Delta truck. What are you flying today, Tim?
You're not going to believe this, but I pulled out the 727.
Ho ho!
I'm going to show you how to fly, actually.
Oh, guess who came back once?
What?
What's happening? I've got too many windows open here.
I have no idea what's going on.
Hey, TBM Life, how you doing? See you in here now.
Yeah, I'm finally back after a while being inactive because, you know, middle school work, so.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Pretty much. Just tried to load up in the sim with the Maddog, but let's just say the sim doesn't want to be compliant and I have to update it apparently, so...
That's unfortunate.
I'll just fly the 737 once you arrive in San Fran, I would assume, and then fly down to LA, just get something done.
Gotcha. Cool, man. Alright, we got the clearance for engine start, so we'll go ahead and turn the packs off now. That way we got enough pneumatic pressure for engine start, and we're going to start number 2. And we've got N2 rotation. So BW Flight, you're a controller out here, huh? In real life or like for VATSIM? And light up. I love how they have the actual flicker of the electronics as stuff switches over to the generator. It's great. Alright, looks like that's stabilizing quite nicely. Let's go ahead and turn that starter off. And we'll go ahead and start number 1. We've got movement on N2. Starting to see oil pressure come up as a vehicle just cut us off. That was fun. And fuel on. Light up. Alright. We got generator connect on that.
The 78 I have is online right
Alright, we should be able to kill the start pump. Are you flying the 7.8 today?
now. That's what I am.
Alrighty. Parking brake set.
Shane like this 777, so I'm really kind of happy with that.
Gotcha. Chris D says hi to the TeamSpeak crew, by the way. Not sure why he can't be with you guys, but he's probably at work somewhere. But hello, sir. Thought I clicked that to do that. Stay there. Alright, let's make sure. The thing I always forget to do is turn the hydraulics on, because they're over in a weird spot over here. So get those on. There we go. Get the flaps in place. And we need to set our trim to... what's happening here? That seems really odd place for the trim. Flap 15, CG 22. Is that what our CG is? CG, yeah, it is 22. Okay, so that's correct.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, that seems like an odd place for the... oh, I see, never mind. I'm thinking that's going to move. That's my reference. Moving the trim down here. Alright, trim set. We'll switch our TCAS over to TARA. Nose light. Engaged. And looks like our guys are out of the way now. Alright, after start, ignition to off. Pitot and static heaters to captain on. Airfoil and engine, anti-ice not required. Air conditioning supply switches back to auto. And door annunciator checked off. Which I think is that guy? Route of travel unrestricted. Okay, yeah, so we should be good there. Let's see, hydraulic systems are checked and set. After checklist complete. Okay. Alright, we're good for taxi, so we will release the brakes. Quick little check of the controls here. Make sure nothing goofy going on. And we'll make our way out. Alright, Crypto, we're coming to you. Hey, Kelsey. Welcome to the stream.
I feel fat.
No comment.
I just ate a whole pizza.
Like I said, no comment. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was the only other thing I ate today, so it suffices.
Uh-huh. Alright, we're gonna come down here and this is Charlie. We'll take what I'm assuming is Charlie 12 to well, it might be considered Charlie 13 at that point.
I'm coming out of the barn.
Alrighty. Let a boomer out of the barn. Alright. So APU gens are off. We'll go ahead and kill the APU air and the APU gen.
Would you like to go first, my little friend?
Sure. Since you're fat and, you know. Now I'll comment.
Me personally feeling fat and my aircraft are two different things.
I was honestly referring to your aircraft that time, because I've seen pictures of you, and I'm pretty sure I'm fatter than you are.
By a mile.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure that violated one of the rules.
Yeah, that's true. Probably did.
Well, my
okay, I'm coming up to you too. You number 2 there, Moose?
What was that? I'm the MD-80. I'm going in front of him. He's off to the side. Yeah.
You're in Delta Plate?
Yeah, I'm Delta MD-80. Delta 1990 today.
Yeah, I got Crypto flying in American paint.
Now, for me, he's flying in the Boeing experimental livery.
Yeah, I put the Boeing colors on there since I didn't have the Westwind one.
Yeah.
I haven't got my trainers yet painted.
You want to go out there and make me wait for the wake turbulence, or you want me to go in front of you?
I'll let you go in front of me.
Crypto's so
Hey, by the way,
benevolent
what's
today.
my plane showing up?
I don't know. I haven't looked at you yet. Let me see. Where are you at?
To your left.
I know. Oh,
Coming
there
up
you
behind
are. You're showing up as a really, really white, ugly MD-80. That's interesting.
Yeah, crap.
I was an ugly white 737.
Nice.
I'm sorry, what'd you say there, Crypto 7.2 or?
It's a 7.3.
Oh, even worse.
Oh, no.
If I had a 7.2 for FSX, I'd probably make sure you were the 7.2.
Alright, I gotta remember the... Oh, it's this guy right here. Take off. There we go. Okay. Alright, here we go. Landing lights are set. Flaps are good. Let's double check our takeoff checklist here real quick. Takeoff data, fuel balance, brake temperatures, engine ignition, both. That needs to be back to both. And TCAS is on. We're good. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Oh, let's switch this over to map. Where's that stupid thing? There we go. Okay. Delta's rolling.
Don't forget to start the chrono.
Yeah. Oh, my flaps are set. What the heck? Did I not go down one too many? Oh, that's why. I didn't go down to 15. Alright, there we go. Now we're rolling. There's clamp. Takeoff thrust set.
I'm gonna take the runway.
Alright. Thoughts on FS2 crew? I'll give you those in a moment. Let me get in the air here.
V1. Rotate.
Positive brake. Gear up. We're in the air.
Lights out.
Goodbye, 737. Goodbye, completely wrong aircraft that my flight sim does not have. We can't even say, hey, it's MD. At least give it a C or J.
Exactly.
Honestly, I would have been with you guys if I had the TFDI. Just note that. If I had the TFDI for P3D, I only have it for FSX, and FSX takes like a million years to load.
It's true, it does. TFDI
The thing
1.1
is,
came out yesterday, by the way.
Oh, I missed that. What's your altitude, Moose?
Just passing 3,000. And we're making our turn, so you are good to go.
I'm on the roll. Standing the throttles up.
and I'm not able to wait.
And set takeoff mark.
Alright, it's time to accelerate, you dumb machine. Let's see here, VNav. Apparently not.
Climb thrust set.
If only Quality Wings was smart and updated their 7.5 to the same standard 7.8 set.
Wait, what?
So it'd be nice if Quality Wings updated their 7.5 to the same level their 7.8 is at.
Oh. Well, even if they did, it would probably be a while because they've been working on that 7.8 for quite some time. They might do that. I mean, who knows? I don't know what their next project's going to be, but...
The 787 1000.
Well, yeah, but that's going to be small potatoes considering the major systems work and, you know, just model tweaks and some flight dynamics and things at that point compared to a whole new plane.
And I'm at a 3-4 there, Crypto, you're clear.
Spilling it.
A little bumpy on the literature.
It didn't seem to have any problem for me, but mine didn't do the weather injection quite right. Who knows? I'm still trying to figure out why it's trying to get me to pitch for such a... Oh, I know why. Why is it trying to get me to do... Okay, that explains some things. Well, maybe not. Well, it's 10,000 feet. Landing light's coming off.
Flap 0.
Oh, that might have something to do with it. I never set that. Yep, that did it. Okay. Helps to program your thing correctly. Lionsgate 13, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream.
What you got as a cruise altitude today there, Moose?
3.4. I was going to do 3.6, but my FMC overruled me, so.
Yeah, I'm down to 3.2.
I'm at 3.8.
Flying into misty cloud here.
Seems like ATC came online.
Traffic.
Where at?
I got Oakland Center and departure.
Oh, nice. I don't see Oakland Center yet, but you're a little farther along than I am.
So, pretty much, if you guys just want to swipe for a climb out, let's just say it involves Boston and the FS Labs A320. Let's put it that way.
Wait, sorry, that involves what now?
Basically, if you guys want to listen to a story between FS Labs, Boston approach,
Oh gosh.
and Boston, you know.
Like
let's just say it was a crazy ride.
FS Labs, the company?
Nah, the A320 got me in for approach.
Oh, I gotcha.
Anyhow, since we're just climbing out, as I would assume, basically, it was like that thing a night or two ago when pretty much Boston Center approach and tower was on. So pretty much you're kind of busy.
Oh goodness.
Basically, I switch over to Boston approach, chilling, you know, just gradually descending, and all of a sudden he decides to send me on some random heading directly through the rival. Hold on a second. So it just sends me directly, like, basically like in a straight line and then a steep turn onto final. Of course, he was telling me to go down to 1,000 way too late because FS Labs was having a hard time getting down to 2,000. So basically, I came in way too high, having the pull-up alert as I was on final. Somehow, because I was flying for the virtual airline, somehow I managed to survive and just for 186 feet per minute because I pulled back hard at the last second. Yeah, so that was certainly a crazy ride for my passengers.
Oh, very nice. Lionsgate 13.
Also,
oh, sorry, hang on a second. Lionsgate 13. This is a MD-82 by Leonardo. Go ahead. Go ahead, TBM.
Alrighty, so pretty much in a nutshell, Boston was laggy, but note that, along with the fact that I had to kind of dive and try to pull back at the appropriate time, trying to match the lag.
Good grief.
If it wasn't for back that hard, trust me, my plane would have been totaled by now, and I would have got a rejected flight off the bat.
Yeah. What VA you fly for?
Ironically, I took JetBlue out for a spin, but it was an Alaska VA.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm actually going to be trying to do a Project flight as soon as I load up in the sim at San Fran, just playing guys arriving.
Oh, cool.
After that, I'll just, you know, program the FMC real quick and get the... I think I might download the 717.
Nice.
I'll take that out for a quick... Huh?
Yeah, I need to get that. There's the 717's great, but it's got, on mine right now, it's got a black flicker going on whenever not even when I'm necessarily doing streaming, so I got to figure out, I think it's a graphics card update or something I need to run, so I got to figure that out. But otherwise, I love that plane.
Yeah, so pretty much in a nutshell, I think I'm going to just get the 717 downloaded, you know, activated, etc. And then take it out for a spin after you guys land, head up to San Fran with the Project Fly, see how that works out.
Cool, man.
And yeah, hopefully you guys will get to see me depart if I leave in a quick enough fashion.
Yeah.
Maybe taxi to active.
So real quick, going back to earlier in the chat, because I was taken off. So Clayton was asking thoughts on FS to Crew. FS to Crew is pretty cool, especially if it's done well, because it gives you the feeling of having a first officer with you and actually flying the aircraft as a two-person team as opposed to yourself, which is unrealistic. So it can be cool. The downside of it, well, there's not really, I don't know, there's really a downside to it. It can be kind of annoying sometimes with if you're wanting to kind of jump ahead to do some things and whatever, because it's very rote and sometimes doesn't quite hear you correctly in what you're trying to do. So it can be a little iffy if you're using voice commands, and if you're using text commands, that can be kind of annoying. So, but yeah, it's a cool program. It's just an extra, you know, amount to shell out for every aircraft that they have available for it. So, but I've used it before for I think I have it for the 7.3 and FSX, and it was enjoyable. It's a well done program for the most part. I don't currently use it, but that's primarily because I don't want to go and buy it for all the various aircraft I have, and they don't have it obviously for every aircraft, but for the ones you do, you got to do it, per aircraft. So it's just, you're spending a bunch of money on the aircraft and the scenery and then the other things, and then that it's just one more thing. So if that's what does it for you, then by all means. And then David, have you experienced the NorCal and SoCal approach? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like between the two, because those are two different approach sectors. So if you can.
Let me see if I could try to translate it for him.
Elaborate.
I think trying to see if like between LAX and SFO, have you tried both or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I have flown between Oakland and LAX with both on, and been handed off from each to the other. So I don't know if you're asking if I think one is better than the other or what. I just don't know. I just don't know. All right, passing 24,000 feet, and I need to reset because I didn't do it. My altimeter to 299.2 for flight level. That would help. Set my standby as well.
Yeah, I got to jump off real here, Moose, for a phone call. Be right back.
Okay. And this guy's doing his job. Good. Landing altitude is going to be basically sea level, so that'll be fine. We'll get our barometric for San Francisco once we're at cruise here. We'll go ahead and turn off seatbelt signs this time. So we're stable in our altitude. Over the desert. I really need to get the updated sound pack for this thing because the exterior sounds in this are just lame. They're way too muted for what they should be. Those JT8Ds would be roaring and screaming. What I don't like about them is how far they can reach. Aren't they just another approach? Well, yes, but you have to remember that they're an approach for a very large sector. So it's not just like with Phoenix. It's one major airport in the middle of a metropolitan area. Their approach extends just out beyond Phoenix, and that it is. When you have an area like, especially in LAX or San Francisco Bay Area, the approach is covering the approaches for San Francisco, for San Jose, for Oakland, and so all of those airports extend the airspace out because it has to cover, all those various points. Same thing in LA. It's covering Los Angeles. It's covering Santa Ana. It's covering Ontario, Santa Barbara, and others that I'm blanking on now. But there's a whole bunch down there, and even technically the approach area for San Diego, I think, is technically separate, but can even sometimes extend even as far down as that. So, yeah, it's they're just big areas because they're covering so many large airports that they have to act approach for. Whereas with single large airports like Phoenix or Las Vegas or Salt Lake City or Denver, there's just one primary airport, and there's little airports in there, but they're not major airports, so that's why. Somehow SoCal does control. Yeah, they do. If they're not sectorized, then they'll go all the way down because why not? They'll basically provide. SoCal approach almost becomes like a center controller. Just because they basically control everything in the basin and down as far as San Diego. Yeah, Kelsey, usually if something like that's going down, if it's not some guy working in the street messing with my internet, it is a simple matter of restarting your router. That's usually the solution. Every once in a while, internet routers just kind of go haywire, and they need a good kick in the butt or a restart, which is the equivalent to a kick in the butt for a router.
So I got some good news. I got Monday, I picked up my big Learn to Fly kit from Parodies.
Oh, nice. Now you can finally learn to fly.
It's pretty much like the whole entire updated pilot kit from Parodies to help me out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you look at crypto? Did you look at anything from the mothership that I sent you?
I did. So I'm already working on the process for that one.
Okay.
I just need I'm waiting to hear back from the college, and if I hear back from it and I do get accepted underneath the program, underneath the ATP program, then I'll be going for hardcore.
Yeah, I have to find out who you're mentored so I can warn him.
Oh god. I have a feeling Captain Tim is alumni at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona Beach, Florida.
You'll be amazed where I show up.
Yeah, right.
Well, I got lucky because actually one of the pilots in my unit, his father is actually a professor for Embry-Riddle down there, so I kind of got myself a little bit of a foot in the door there as well. So hopefully I can pull a hat trick out. I can get accepted to that college.
Coming up
if
on.
not, I'm gonna be freezing my butt off every winter.
Yeah, pretty much. Coming up on the Colorado border between Arizona and California. The land of fruits and fairies.
Which one are you?
I'm not either, thankfully. I live in the Central Valley. I live in the sane section of California. There's not many zones, but we're definitely one of them.
Well, I'm glad you don't live in the Napa Valley because you'd be a very grape guy.
Yeah, right. Be drunk on wine all the time.
You get like a pun though.
Yeah, Napa area is pretty beautiful, though, I gotta say.
I know. If I ever visit it, if I ever get a girlfriend or some point,
There's
and
a
I
long
want to take her
shot.
on a nice date somewhere, I know. It's as high as a. Trust me, my girlfriend will be whatever haircut I get I saw to. What's your girl this year at? Oh, I'm flying to 7-3 now. Oh, congratulations! Yay. I'm like Mr. Tim. I am a stickler for Boeing. I'd rather fly Boeing than an Airbus any day.
Enjoy the Bombardier.
The bird's not that bad.
Well, when you get the CS 100 seat, I'd like to hear about it.
That's the 100 CRJ? Oh yeah, that'd probably be a hat trick. That'd probably be more of a. Here's a really old aircraft. Have fun. But yeah, it's like I know a few people who are going either into Delta. I know a few people who want to fly for American. I need to know that much. I don't have personal contacts, but there's a few I have. I have one that's going for. I should be picking up here with his airline once he leaves. So it'll be nice. And Mr. Tim, I want to give you a heads up about him, so I'll let you know later.
Copy that.
And I'm at contrail height. So this is my number 3 test flight with the 7-8.
This is your what flight with the 7-8?
The third test flight.
Oh, third test flight.
Which is point A to point B using autopilot.
Gotcha.
And seeing what it does.
It seems to
once
me...
Once I feel proficient for...
I was gonna say, it seems to me when using the autopilot on the 8.7, it seemed to work okay. I don't remember having any specific crazy issues with it.
It's holding good so far. I like how it has the EFB next to you a little bit, so you can put your departure and arrivals in. So the only thing it's missing is the airport terminal.
Yeah.
I think, but it's. Have you seen the new update for GSX that involves the 7.8?
I have not. I just downloaded the update for GSX, but I haven't done it with the 7.8 yet.
So what's gonna happen is if you have as long as you put in everything correctly for your weight, your cargo, and everything, and you start the loading and boarding process, everything will zero out in your MFP, and then the cargo will show up, the people will show up, and as those show up, it automatically will add it into the MFD for you. That way, you get the simulator with actually loading the aircraft.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the way the 7576 is on X-Plane.
Oh, cool. All right, looks like we're going to be going to one of the Bravo gates when we get to SFO, because according to the internet, that's where Delta goes, is Terminal 1.
That's right.
So, that's where we will head. Let's see here. Let's take a look at our Surfer Star. Okay, so after Surfer, we're going to go to Nurley. We need to be at Nurley at 280 knots at or above 20,000 feet. Then Waves at 280 between 190 and 15,000 feet. Epic at 280 between 15,000 and 10,000 feet. Narwhal at 240 knots above 8,000. And then Eddie at 6,000 feet and at 240 knots. And then we'll pick up the approach to 28 right, assuming that since apparently Oakland something is on now, that's what we get. Based on our direction, they may give us 28 left, so we'll just kind of be ready to go either way.
I programmed 28 left to kind of get a parallel, so then if you and Tim landed before me, I can do it with your little itty bitty wake tier. Let's go.
Yeah, because I don't have to worry so much about our wake turbulence. See the live stream of the two guys doing the shared cockpit in the new aerosol buses. I did not. Who were the guys? Do you know, Chris?
Oh God.
I did watch. Who was it? Aviation Pro did not a shared cockpit. They were just in the same room, doing a collaboration on a 777.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. For everybody in the chat, it's basically just 777 replica, basically.
Wait, what is?
The one that we were just talking about with the collabing in the same room is basically like a 777 config, you know?
Yeah, it was a 777. They were doing the PMDG, and they were kind of doing first officer,
the home cockpit.
Captain kind of thing. Kind of. It wasn't really a home cockpit so much as just, I mean, it was a flight setup, but it wasn't like a full-on cockpit thing.
Oh. I really want one of those. It'd be amazing to have a 777 or a 73 would be perfect. Downside, it costs you maybe an arm and a leg. Yeah.
You need to talk to the Australians. They'll build you one. For an arm and a leg.
Yeah, or to kill some spiders.
Yeah, well, he's got his 7.4 cockpit that I was coveting at Flight Sim Expo.
Did you drill on it?
No, he didn't bring it. He had video of it, and if you didn't know it was a simulator, like people were thinking it was actually video from an actual 747 cockpit. I mean, because it really is. I mean, it's all built with actual 747 parts that he's gleaned out of boneyards and stuff. So.
By the way, I'll be seeing him next week.
Oh, really? Is he coming up to do the radio show?
Oshkosh.
Oh, to Oshkosh. Oh, gotcha.
I wish I could go. It's gonna be on my back burner. Probably like one of the things I might do if when I'm in college, if I can get permission to do so, hop up through with one of the Cessnas and represent this college at Oshkosh.
David, as far as which gate, I don't know because I don't know which one's a medium. I need to make sure I'm at a medium gate because apparently GSX only wants to play nicely with this aircraft if it's parked at a medium gate. So I'm assuming, based on what I'm looking at here, that Bravo 23 or 22 would either be a medium or a heavy, potentially. So I'll try to aim that way. So if you stay away from Bravo 23, 22, then you should be fine. If you can tell me, well, I've got flight beam scenery, so it may not be the heavy, medium, small won't necessarily correlate with what default is. Otherwise, yeah, that would be helpful, but it's all what flight beam is built in. So short of pausing the sim and going and checking it out, but I don't really want to do that.
Well, I told you how to get around that.
That's true. I could just tell it that it's going to be a medium gate.
Yeah, just do it during your pre-flight routine. You can just pop over and do it.
Yeah. There's the Salton Sea off to the side as we make a nice little banking turn here. I think we're heading for Palmdale now. Salton Sea, just up from that is Indio and Palm Springs, and through the clouds there, in through the mountains is the Los Angeles Basin, which we are going to skirt and head toward Bakersfield now. Actually heading over the Edwards Air Force Base area and Palmdale. And yeah, we're direct Palmdale VOR now. Let's see what's our arrival time.
What's your ground speed?
Ground speed right now is, well, I can find it. I don't know. Oh, there it is, 458.
Well, you're only like a little bit higher than me, but I'm also still climbing. So I'm at 442.
You say you're still climbing?
Yep.
You say you're at 442? Oh, your ground speed. I was like, what are you doing? Let's see, arrival in the SFO is supposed to be at 319 Zulu, and it is currently 2:15 Zulu, so we are just about an hour from landing in San Francisco. Chris D, has anyone picked up the new update to the CRJ? I assume you mean the Aerosoft CRJ. I have not. I'm curious because I didn't know there was an update for it. What it does, if you know.
Does it lessen the demand on the computer?
Huh?
Lessens the draw on the computer. I can't stream with that aircraft because how much it demands.
Oh, I know. I'm hoping they did a little bit of optimization work on it. I need to see what it does. I haven't tried streaming with it in P3D. I want to see how it does with that. Need to break that out one of these days. See what it can do. Because that'd be nice to do some short hops. So one of the things I'd like to do, and I'm probably not going to do it until I get settled in the new place, but I'd like to do probably on a Friday, it'll probably be a day I skirt Friday night ops just because I'll have to do it earlier in the day, is do like a schedule kind of day and just do like hop between airport on a set schedule. Pick kind of an airline schedule and try and stick to it. And hop around a zone, do a couple different takeoff landings, something with one aircraft. I think that'd be kind of fun. But I need to have like a whole day to do that, and I want to be settled into my new place before I do that. So I'd like to actually do that. I'd like to do that with the passenger portion and cargo. Go ahead.
Cargo, like you spent 10 long nights.
Not always. Go ahead.
Alright, so ironically, I might consider doing something like that on, Project Fly, because I might do it with JetBlue. Like, I already have an A320 set up. I'm going to be flying from DC to Atlanta, because if I try to fly from Boston, I don't even give it 5 seconds, and it gives it a Microsoft.net crashing on P3D for some reason due to lag. So
out of Boston,
I'll just say I took a jump seat down to DC. Let's put it that way.
There you
I'll
go.
just travel down directly to Atlanta since I have default scenery at those two places. So pretty much from there, I think I'll just follow some real-world route down to LAX. Because as a matter of fact, next Thursday, I'm supposed to be leaving to LAX, down to Atlanta. 2 days in Atlanta, down to LAX, 2 days in LAX. 2 days in Chicago, 2 days in DC, then back home.
What are you doing?
Ooh, fun.
Well, it is for my parents, but my parents technically do immigration, and you know how immigration is all over the place right now, so as much as it is all over the place physically, we have to be all over the place physically too, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you say you work for immigration?
You know, the famous stuff that right now Trump is all over the place with, so, yeah.
Gotcha.
TV, I'm just a little word of advice. Move your mic a little bit away from my fighting mouth. It's like half feet.
Crypto giving Mike experience lessons. This is funny.
Hey, mine's a different thing. Mine's a connecting issue, not a microphone in front of my mouth issue.
Yeah, actually, it sounded a lot better than it used to.
Yeah, it is. David, what are you expecting to fly on Friday? I'll probably be doing the 737 PMDG. I don't know where I'm going to fly out of. We're definitely flying into Albuquerque because, for obvious reasons. I'm tempted to just recreate the other flight, which was, I think it was from Houston to Albuquerque. I don't know if I'll do that, though. I may just go from somewhere else. I may do like a Las Vegas to Albuquerque or something. But yeah, I haven't decided where I'll fly out of yet, but definitely going into Albuquerque.
If I'm Cat 4, then if I get 4 within this week, if everything goes good with this, I'll do my test. I'll do a test stream probably some point, just about maybe like 5-10 minutes of it, just seeing how testing the 7-8 with how it revises orbits and the full contingency up.
Mm-hmm.
If it works good with a little decrease in current performance as it already is, I'll stream this with the 7-8. If not, everyone's gonna be stuck and wait until I get the Cat 5 and drop the whip out the 777.
Yeah. Christy, so you say they made it at 1.1. Are you talking about the CRJ, or are you talking about the TFDI? Because TFDI just came out with 1.1 yesterday, which I downloaded, and it's looking very, very nice. And the paint kit is now around, so I'm going to start painting it. But I saw that black screen flicker, but I haven't heard. So I mean, unless Aerosoft CRJ is 1.1 as well, but. Just seems like an odd coincidence that they're both 1.1. Kelsey, you're voting for a redo from Houston to Albuquerque, all right? Anyone else? If you got an opinion, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I had trouble hearing the
I say
ATC.
recreate it. Try to redeem yourself.
Yeah, well, I mean, just going into Albuquerque is going to be redemption enough. So, I mean, I don't necessarily need to go out of Houston, but I might just to redo the flight.
I think an American Truck Simulator to Albuquerque, you've already screwed it up with Flight Sim.
You know,
yeah,
I know. You know, it'd be really funny though is if I go into Albuquerque and because I've always have the failures set to auto and if something was to like blow on like I lose an engine or something just randomly like not planned, I think that would just be hilarious. It'd be par for the course. It'd be like, you know what? I'm not supposed to go to Albuquerque. It's just. No, we're not going to do the 717 Friday because I don't want. I need something I'm familiar with going into Albuquerque to redeem myself. Besides, I flew the 737 into Albuquerque the first time, I believe, so it would be fitting to do the same aircraft. Okay, so Airsoft came out with a 1.1 as well. All right. Control the Albuquerque airport on. I don't have Albuquerque for Tower 3D. I don't know if it even is out for Tower 3D. There's only a certain amount of airports that are available.
Nope. Albuquerque's not as important as the ones that are in Tower 3D. Tower 3D ones are well-known international airports.
Yeah, I mean Albuquerque is not that big a name when it comes to airport density.
A lot of airports, a lot of international airports, like if you're at a small airport, like. I'm going to say what's maybe Savannah Hill. It has classified as an international airport. That's because the carriers that come into it have a lot of connecting flights to go international. That's why they can be subbed as an international airport.
Yes. Although Albuquerque, I'm sure, has international flights because they probably have flights to Mexico.
Ole.
Yes, ole indeed. The Stig, hello, sir. Welcome back to the stream. Good to have you. It's like being a wing walker.
Oh, did you know brake calipers can explode?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, did you know brake calipers can explode?
You talking about on a car?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I would imagine they could. I would think it would take quite a bit to do it, but I could see them doing it.
Yeah, my rear driver's side one did that to me last Friday.
Good grief. How
So it
how old
looks
is the
like they are
car?
doing-
It's a 2002.
Yeah, it's pretty old. What are you saying, David?
Looks like they have, it's gonna be 2.8 left probably for you.
Alright, well, I'm going to keep the 2.8 right on the plan, but I'll start pulling up charts for 2.8 left just in case. Thank you for the heads up.
Advisory for people: do not buy Duralast.
Duralast?
Go to Napa.
Oh, for your calipers, you mean?
Yes. Do not. No, I'm telling you, no. Do not buy anything Duralast.
Oh. I don't think I've ever bought
It
anything.
is not.
I think the only Duralast thing I've ever bought might have been a battery. I think.
Yeah, don't. It's not built to last. It's not Duralast. It's Dur crap. At least if you know Napa stuff, if within its projected lifestyle, if it breaks, you can just bring it in and says, yeah, this broke within its lifestyle. You get a new one for free.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't actually ever go to Napa anyway. I do. I usually go to O'Reilly's. Used to be Kragen over here. They used to be three.
O'Reilly's.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that product placement there, Crypto.
Advertisement.
But yeah, so. Anywho, although now that I have the new car, I don't have to do. Haven't had to really do any maintenance on it aside from oil change and tire rotation. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we got both of them up. That's 2.8 left, right? Yeah. Yeah, so nice thing is Eddie is a approach point for both, so either way it'll be a nice easy transition if we get 2.8 left, so either way.
Either way, it's
top 10
in a nutshell. There you go.
Yeah, sorry. Top 10 videos. I do not play Infinite Flight because I have P3D and X-Plane on a computer. I don't really do. I know Infinite Flight's kind of more geared toward the mobile platform, and so because I have the full flight sim set up, like I can't really bring myself to do flight sims on a phone. It's a good alternative for people who can't afford to do all this, but yeah, because of that, I don't really do Infinite Flight. Saw them out at Evans Expo. It looks like a pretty cool platform for what it is, but. What were you saying there, TBM?
Honestly, in San Francisco, let me put it this way. You can literally go around and pick whichever runway you want based off ATC. Same thing with the approach. Like, you don't have to change anything. If you set to it right, you'll just literally just step by and take manual control.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I can just... I'll probably just ask him and say, hey, do you mind if I do 2.8 right? If they're going to say something else, and he'll probably give it to me. If not, then no big deal. It's easy enough to...
Well, let's be honest. We know VATSIM. If they say something, they're going to stick to it no matter how much you beg.
It depends on your... I control for VATSIM, so it just depends on your attitude. Attitude is everything. And there's some people that are
like
just...
me, never...
There's some people that are just, got to stick up their butt, but, those people, thankfully, are more few and far between than you'd think.
I mean, the one guy who controls Oakland Center? Yeah, I hate him. There's one guy that always has a pull up his butt from Oakland Center.
Do you know who it is?
I don't know his name, I don't really... I just up and deal with him so I can get to the ground and not have to deal with him anymore. But it's like, I'm trying to get lower, He's like, and you hear, he's already ticked off from the two people in front of him. Who's like, we're all like, every time I say, hey, we're nearing our top of the set, you're trying to get lower. He's just 1,000 foot, like that's 1,000 feet. We need to go into our approaches. It's like he went to center. He's trying to fill center shoes while still being a tower controller.
Tiptoe visual. What on earth? Check the...
There is
Oh,
Though the funniest thing ever, the funniest ATC experience I've ever had is called Flood the Center. And that's kind of funny because it happens randomly. When there's about 35 people in one sector, the center comes on for one person, and there's about 13 other jets also in the center, plus another 42 from another direction coming in at the same time.
Gotcha.
I think I passed you, Moose.
I don't know. Did you? You're too high for my TCAS to register you, so I wouldn't know. I would not.
You passed
know.
Palmdale already or no?
No. I am 29 from Palmdale.
I am 60 from Palmdale.
Yeah, so you're in front of me. Let's see if I see your chemtrails. I do not.
I'm 50. I just got hit 50 right now.
50 what?
58.2.
I don't know.
58 nautical miles.
Oh.
And I got ground speed of 450. It'd be cool to have a nice SR-71 just to mess with ATC.
Oh, mother god. Bring an SR-71 and bats him and you know hell's gonna break loose.
Yeah, right?
No, because all you gotta do is just go full burner, crank yourself up to about 45,000 feet. So there's this counter-terrorist that takes your position out of altitude, cruise around 80,000 feet, and just go over everybody. You never have to talk to anyone.
Well, I guess the only advantage to that is I don't have any annoying aircrafts trying to take the same level as you.
Yes. And then I can scream myself from Philadelphia, from wherever to Europe in 10 minutes. Okay, hi guys.
Concord times 10.
Yeah.
Just think if you use the acceleration option on the flight sim.
Yeah, right.
What year is it? It's 2017 already. How did I go back in time? I don't know. You kept going left around the world.
Trying to pull a Superman and make the world spin backwards.
No, just trying to go back in time.
I think McFly is almost better than Crypto.
Yeah, right?
Oh, what? I was just thinking with the SR-71, just imagine if it was like busy in the US from east to west and just blowing by all the centers. Oh god. I could only think.
Good grief.
It's like here. Like, I need to contact you. I'm well above your airspace.
I'll just put
That's the worst thing an SR. That's the worst thing an SR-71 pilot can hear on the radio.
What?
Radar contact.
Yeah, good point. What's wrong with the overlay? Oh, I never activated the overlay. That's why. Oops. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just noticed it's been like NA, like.
Yeah, no one ever said anything, so I didn't even think about it. I was busy doing other stuff. Adj5, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard.
God.
That's what is it? It's ADJJJ5. I'm gonna get it right.
Adieu. 5.
Adieu.
Ditch 5.
Here, we'll just do that. There we go. I'll take it off for now. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm actually probably gonna redo that and just use the Project Fly one, which I forgot to do Project Fly today again. I keep forgetting to activate it, but what I need to do is make myself a little stream checklist so I can remember, what to turn on. It's getting to the point where I've got so many things to activate and turn on aside from actually the sim. That
You always say that and then never do it.
I say that sometimes and then never do it. Yes. It's called having a job and responsibilities, and I'm not only a streamer. If that was all I did, then I'd have more time to devote to, planning this stuff. But the reason why this stream is at 6 o'clock is because I got off at 5 and headed home and fired everything up and getting the sim to go. So.
Ooh, I'm that high. Hey.
Hey?
I'm above all the Cirrus clouds.
Oh. I just passed Palmdale, so I'm now direct to Avenal. So here is, this is Castaic, the lake right here. This is the Grapevine, actually. Once you pass Castaic, right up here is the Grapevine Pass. On I-5. This is Pyramid Lake. We're seeing coming into the view right there.
Is it shaped like a triangle?
It is not, but there actually is a section. I don't know if this is why it's called it, but right off the dam, there's a cut of the hill in the shape of a pyramid, and it's actually stepped up. It's more so for, you know, shaping the hill to work with the dam, but it makes a pyramid. So I don't know if that's why they named it Pyramid Lake, or if that just is a coincidence. I honestly don't know. But that is one of the initial points. Pyramid Lake is one of the initial points for a branch of the California Aqueduct as it comes down to Southern California. Who's dying on their mic over there?
TBM.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just say... I'll explain later.
Okay.
God. We passed your house, right, Moose, or you did?
No, not yet. We're not going to fly over Fresno. We're going to skirt it, but we're not there yet anyway. We're just coming into the Central Valley now.
Yeah, I'm parallel to LAX right now.
Parallel? What do you mean?
Below 10,000 feet into San Francisco.
Cool.
It sounds like David's is being a keyboard cat.
Yeah, so right down here is the, right beyond the hills here, the Edmonston, I think it's Edmonston, pumping station that pumps the water from the California Aqueduct up over into the siphons to get over the Grapevine. And one branch goes to Pyramid Lake and then down, and then the other branch hits Quail Lake right here and then goes out and tracks the backside of the San Gabriel Mountains toward another pumping station that'll take them to Lake Matthews and Lake, what's the other one, Lake Perrin or something like that, into the LA Basin, and supply Los Angeles with drinking water. What update version for GSX? I don't know. I don't know what the versions are. It just comes up and says, "Hey, you need to update," and so I go, "All right, fine." Usually I don't do it right away though. Usually I wait for a while because it usually happens when I'm getting ready to do something and I don't want to break something. So today I finally did it. So whatever it updated to, I'm not sure. I can check when we land and see if it'll tell me what version it's on.
Is the update pops up on the flight sim?
Yeah, well sometimes. Like it'll pop up, and if you say ignore or not now, it seems like it doesn't pop up again for a while or ever unless you go in and like say, yes, check for an update. So I don't know if there's I don't know if it just waits or if once you say, you know, not now, it just goes, okay, I'm not going to show you again until there's a new update or what. But so you kind of have to remember at that point that there's an update pending. But if you haven't updated in a while, there should be one waiting for you, I would think.
I downloaded the standalone manager right now.
Oh, okay. The update is done through the live update app that's actually it's usually on your desktop, I think is where it puts it.
Yeah, there's just so I could save your voice a little bit. Basically, when you install GSX after you purchase it, basically there should be like some live update thing, like some live update app on your desktop. Usually every time there's an update to fix something like, let's say, like recently I had issues with GSX where Boeing would be infinite due to the baggage order. Then basically when they came back from their vacation, that is, they updated it so you just go to the desktop app and let it up, and that'd be about it.
There you go. Just gonna get ready to tune up. Actually, I should be on. Let's see here, 2.8.
The approach just went offline.
Oh, for me they just came on and then went back off, so I just finally got in range of them. Let's see. Osmental, I think of how you would say that. Thank you for the follow, sir. Welcome to the stream. Let's get that.
Oh, well. that's him in a nutshell. You log on, you get your flight set up, you depart, you have arriving ATC. As soon as you get into the sector, they go offline.
Yeah, that's pretty par for the course, sir.
They see you coming.
They do. Like, oh, I didn't get on here to air traffic manage aircraft. I mean, come on.
Pretty much, it's like that one annoying aircraft just shows up on frequency.
Ah, yeah, I think they did.
The overlay yeah.
How rude. Stupid Oakland Center. Fail. All right, well, good. Now I can land wherever I want. They heard us talking about them. They got offended. They're snowflakes. Briangren, welcome to the stream, sir. I love that. I'm not sure why I shared that you went to the gastroenterologist, but you're all good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
But I swear, like, every time I get onto that sim, and usually, you know, like, I even shout out that obviously I'm kind of compliant, because obviously I am. Pretty much. It's like, any airport I go to, like, let's say Atlanta, one time I just barely got out with ATC leaving, but of course Atlanta Center had to leave after they gave me out, after they gave me proper instructions to climb. So pretty much, of course, I was considering, I was going to think Boston was going to come offline because you already know how they fare. It's like you get in there and then they come offline right away. Ironically, as I was done deboarding, Boston Tower was announcing that they were closing, so I was like, dear God, thanks.
Figures. And there's I-5 right there, and a split at the Grapevine to go up the hill on the valley side. And there's the California Aqueduct right here, following along. Goes under I-5, and right there is the pumping station, and heads it up over the hill into the various waterways. And here's Bakersfield, also known as the armpit of California by some of us. Probably not by those who live there, but you know, hey. I'm sure it's not a bad town, but what about Albuquerque?
That it can't be any worse than Albuquerque.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Can't be worse than the desert. I mean,
okay.
That's valley.
That's good.
It's pretty deserty like out here anyway, tip of the valley.
So on the Albuquerque note, let's just say, if you're gonna take a Delta livery out, there's no doubt I'm gonna automatically say Atlanta, because you know how Delta fares.
Wait, what's the? I'm sorry, I must have missed something there. What's the comment on Delta versus Albuquerque?
I'm saying for Albuquerque, like on another note in terms of like this, you know, departure airports and whatnot. If you take Delta, I'm gonna tell you automatically Atlanta, because you know how Delta fares. It could be in Miami, heading to St. Thomas, and you're gonna have to stop in Atlanta. They don't care. Yeah.
Well, we're just talking about the not connection so much as just the quality of the town itself.
I've flown with Delta connections. They're actually really nice. It's for the little fleets of sea embarkers and bombardiers. Really, it's a really good actual replication of the larger Delta Fort. It's actually, if I was to pretty much have a free ticket on either connection or Delta, I'd take it easily. But either both of them, I love aircraft.
A lot of the regional connections like that do that pretty well, actually. Like I know I've flown on United Express and Alaska, I guess what amounts to Horizon on Alaska, and they're very. I mean, you don't really feel like they're usually operated by like a SkyWest or a Mesa or something like that, but you really just feel like you're actually on a small version of the parent company airplane, for the most part.
Save for the lack of in-flight entertainment and in-flight snacks.
Well, I mean, most of that's though the fact that you're on a tiny, stupid airplane that can't do any of that.
But there is one thing you always look forward to if they have them.
Is?
Which you can go buy at your local store, Moose, because I know you can.
Oh, you're talking about the cookies? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to get more of those. Those are addicting.
Every time we talk, if I ever get on an airline and if I am a pilot, and you have to be on and you are on my aircraft at some point, I'm gonna sit there and like if I'll make sure I'll check before it asks, do you have these cookies on board? No, it's cool. I have a package of it, and then like, if I'm on a break, if I get the rotate out or something, I'll see. I'll toss you a little bag of cookies. Maybe you're special.
Nice. Yeah, Tim brought me his cookies that he got on the plane coming into Las Vegas. When he got in, that was pretty fun. Briangren, no, we're not going to do San Francisco to O'Hare because why am I hearing myself? Okay, probably. We're not going to do that because the Friday Night Ops is in Albuquerque. And if for those of you that remember from my stream last year around this time, I did not do so well in Albuquerque. And so we're going to try and I'm going to try and redeem myself. And so we're going to fly into Albuquerque again. Very likely going to recreate the flight, which means it'll be Houston to Albuquerque at this point, is what it sounds like most people want me to do. So
according to FSX, this is obviously not your scenery, but gate 31 and 30, gate 31, 32, 33, and 34 are all mediums.
Are those Bravo gates?
I believe so. And they're just normal gates in FSX.
They're just numbers?
Alright, so, real quick to note, Terminal 1 is gates 20 through 48, which I believe is where Delta goes through.
That's
Terminal
where
2 is 50 to 59, and you get the idea.
Yeah, no, I already got that, so I already know that. The question is, though, because I have flight beams, San Francisco scenery versus the default, is what of those Bravo gates are considered medium gates versus small gates? Because apparently GSX only likes it when I play with a medium gate with this aircraft. So you said, Brian, you said which ones are showing up as medium for you? Oh, not Brian, it's David, sorry.
31, 32, 33, and 34.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't help me at all because according to the current terminal map, I don't even see the 30s. All I see is Bravo's 22, 23, 24 through 28, and then it goes to Charlie 40s for the other part of Terminal 1, and beyond that goes to Delta 50 through 59, and so on and so forth. So yeah, so clearly FSX is not showing anything close to reality, so I don't know what it's going to be.
Then again, let's just remember, FSX is 10 years behind all of us.
Oh yeah, well, and even then, they didn't always, follow what was correct even, it's more like 15 years ago, actually. So that's 2006. Well, 12 years ago. All right, let's see. Are we coming up? We're coming up on Avenal here. Let's see. Where does that put us in relation to? Oh yeah. Yeah, so Avenal, we're actually at that point. Actually, when we turn at Avenal, we're going to be basically due south of Fresno, off the wing there. So Fresno's kind of like right over here somewhere, I think. So we're making that turn now. So when the wings roll level, they should be pointing roughly at Fresno. Let's see here. Roughly. So yeah, Fresno's going to be somewhere yonder. And actually what happens is the large aircraft coming from the large overseas routes like Emirates will come down south, come due south, cross over Fresno to Avenal, and then turn down toward, continue on down to LAX, usually going toward the, what is that, the Sadie arrival. Used to be the Sadie 6, now it's something else. It's like the Sadie 7 or 8.
Well, pretty much down here, the TFDI installed successfully, so I should be able to load up in the sim and
nice.
Get underway with programming. So yeah.
Well, it's 248 Zulu right now in the sim. We're still looking at about 320 Zulu, so we're right about a half an hour from touchdown in San Francisco. We're headed to the Marks intersection, and then next stop is the Surfer, which is the beginning of our arrival into Los Angeles, into San Francisco. We're going to San Francisco, not Los Angeles. Oh, get it right.
But trust me though, I've been to San Francisco. I would know IRL that they've landed 2-8, right? Obviously, because that was the one time I landed with JetBlue. By the way, if you're wondering what that route was with JetBlue, it was literally like 5 hours, I'll give it 30, from Fort Lauderdale down in the east, far east, down to San Fran on the far west, so yeah.
That's a nice long flight.
Yeah, with an A321 at that, and of course the transcontinental configuration, so they obviously have those extra fuel tanks compared to all the normal A321s out here.
Yeah. Briangren, you're right below the point where they turn left for final of the 2.8s. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're right there over. Yeah, probably is. Well, that's be the Menlo intersection. It's not a VOR, but yeah, that'd be Menlo right there, pretty much.
Currently taxiing into my gate.
Nice. Yeah, Menlo's kind of funny for me because Menlo is actually the street I grew up on in Fresno. My parents actually still live there. It's just, it actually, for the house I live in right now, would go right through my house if it went through. But yeah, parents live on Menlo. All right, let's bring up the star for the Surfer. Since we're now 51 miles from there, we're going to be, let's see, what's our top of descent point here? Does it give us one? I don't see one. Why don't I see one?
My top of
Oh, there
descent
it
is between Marks and Surfer.
Yeah, mine is right after Surfer, basically. So that makes sense. Yeah, because Surfer, we don't have any restrictions on, but after Surfer is Nurly, and we have to be 280 knots and above 20,000 feet. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't see that very often at San Jose. I used to plane spot at San Jose all the time because my grandparents lived in Campbell right off the 17. And so my parents would take me down to drop me off at the airport so I'd go watch planes in the afternoon. Hey, Kramer, how's it going? You got to go walk around the Delta 74 at the Delta Museum 747 experience, huh? I'm a little jealous. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, you got to be above 200,000 feet, Sean. So figure that out. It's only slightly
unrealistic. Did he fly the simulator at the Delta Museum?
I don't know. We'll see. He didn't mention it when he took a picture on it and sent me an Instagram of being underneath the belly of an aircraft, and then 2 shots from underneath with a thing. Hey, do you know what aircraft this is? And it was pretty obvious it was a 747. Then he showed me the cockpit, and I was correct. And they said which one or which livery, and that took a little while. But some sleuthing around the internet, I was able to match the brickwork at the Delta experience and go, oh, it's that guy. So, no, Baxter's not here. I haven't seen him today. I got to go in the sim. Celia was not home. Oh, you weren't allowed to fly. Oh, that's unfortunate. What's the age requirement on the sim? Will the title of front and ops be entitled "Life and Left Seat"? The redemption flight. Probably, it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be something special. It won't be the standard like IAH to ABQ kind of thing. It'll be something special like that, definitely. Moose seeks redemption. Oh, you know what? I wonder if we can see Hearst Castle down here, because we're in the vicinity anyway. And I know you can see it normally. I gotta remember
There are
where
two
exactly it is.
787-900s at San Francisco currently.
Oh, on VATSIM?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Alright, so this is... That's San Luis Obispo, and I think... I'll make sure my geography's right here. And Morro Bay, I believe. Which means somewhere up here is San Simeon. I feel like it should be like right off of here, which means it should be up in the hills right here. But I'm not, unless that's, I don't think that's it. I know you can see it. I just don't know if we're not flying quite over the point where it would normally be. Normally, if we're flying up the coast, we'd be more over here and it'd be a little easier to see it. But I'm using the orbiter right now. All right, 16. Oh, okay. How old are you, Kramer? You like 13, 14? Let's see, because that... I think that's Big Sur up there. Yeah, we might just be too far over to see it. I want to say it's like right up from here. And it might just be just out of view from being able to auto-gen. So... Yeah, in the orbiter, 200,000 would be no problem. Fart Loops, how's it going, man? It's popping, all right. We're getting ready to start our descent into San Francisco.
No, trust me. I remember my last time I had to do a flight attendant, I failed badly to, no.
Oh, they used that that simulator for American Made? I never saw that movie. It looks kind of interesting. I need to see that. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen lately that I've wanted to, because it's not a, there's not a group of us friends that all hang out that have time to go do that stuff. It's always like, oh, you're busy on that day, or I'm busy on this other day, and you should run for Congress. It'd be nice. It'd be a nice gig, I'll tell you that. Once you get into Congress, you got a guaranteed pension for life. Just do 1 2-year term. Not that that's the reason why you should run for office, but I don't know if I would survive amongst the political hacks that are in Congress. My major was political science, though, so I've got the background for it. I just don't know that I want to do it.
Hold on. Moose, I'm waving at you from very, very, very far away.
That seems pointless, but okay.
Alrighty. So, just to know, if I fail at being an FA again, then you could just ban me from trying to do FA announcements. Is that alright?
Okay.
Or I could just temporarily let me learn and then I'll come back. But anyhow, if I fail, you already know why, so pretty much.
Gotcha. Oh, his signature was inside? That's awesome. Alright, we passed Surfer. We're coming up on top of descent. Just going to watch and make sure the aircraft actually descends when it's supposed to. And if it doesn't, we'll force it to. Sound issue MP3 sliders and settings have no effect on the engine sound for the C-130. Oh, I wonder how much that is a 4.3 version problem or a C-130 problem. That was a fun sound. Finally fly plane tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, it's always nice when you finally get back to being able to use the sim again after being on vacation somewhere.
If I go on vacation, my sim comes with me.
Yeah, that's because you're using it on a laptop. All right, they're stopping a scent.
2100 my time.
Oh
Good
yeah.
night, Moose.
All right, man. We'll see you later.
I'll see you, Chris.
We'll see you Friday, hopefully.
Early. Yeah, me too.
All right. Hey, if you got, let's see. Well, yeah, you wanted to talk, so maybe text me tomorrow if you have some time. Otherwise, I can talk to you Friday.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, man.
See you, sir.
All right, plane's going down, so it's doing its job. That's good.
Alrighty, so at this point, I'm really not going to try to do it yet. I'm just going to save it for a final approach.
All right.
And that's why you always got backup flight attendants, right?
That's right.
Alright, but basically, so for me, the TFDI installed, so that's good news. And I know everything else is working, but technically I haven't tried the TFDI and the sim yet, so I'm just praying to God that this thing doesn't pull the same thing the MD-82 pulled off.
Yeah, hopefully not. Are you using prepared or FSX?
I use 3D now, V4.3.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't upgraded to 4.3 yet. I'm on 4.2 at the moment, and I'm kind of thinking I might just wait until I move to do the 4.3.
I would highly suggest it at this point, because V3D V4.3 initially is all over the place, but once you get everything, you know, all settled down, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I hear, and so I just don't want to go into that when I'm trying to move at the same time. So it's what I've got now is stable and works. And what about an Airbus?
I'm beating an Airbus.
Oh, well, that's not hard to do. So I found the stream model match prevents them, and it shows you. What model matching? Which program? Like I'm using BVI's right now, or BVAI. Oh yeah, that's what I'm using right now. It does a fairly good job for some things.
Except Westwind.
Well, yeah, but Westwind's not real World Airlines, so no one's going to know what it is.
But you saw me as the default, just Boeing 787 Blue.
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh. I thought,
like the experimental one, the Boeing.
yeah, the testbed aircraft.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured it would put me as the Atlanta, since I'm using the Westwind Tinker.
Right. Well, no. Remember, it will not pull in my aircraft that are loaded in the sim because I've got it set so it doesn't load actual aircraft. Otherwise, it would tank my sim's frames because it would be loading too complex aircraft in. AI aircraft are by definition really minimal impact. They're kind of lame models. They're low polygon count. If it used an actual aircraft in my sim objects library, it would it's like loading the actual 787 on top of the MD-80 that I've loaded in. So that would not do well for your for the way your sim works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so about that whole AI traffic thing, the other day on the flight from Atlanta to Boston, I just happened to realize on the climb out why I was lagging so hard out of Atlanta when I really wasn't, when I really shouldn't have, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently so, because the VPOD thought to be funny and actually just load my MD-80 as an actual aircraft for AI. That basically tanked my frames times 10 out of Atlanta. And as soon as I got over Virginia, it was pretty much all fine because there was no MD-80s. But heading into Boston, combined Boston's frames along with that. You knew after that flight I had to disable the Maddog.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
lot of traffic now coming into San Fran.
Alright, well, P3D is loading, and pretty much I should be getting set up here in the TFD like in a few minutes, and I'll taxi out to like maybe 2-8 left, you know, get the stem stall ready, and yeah, I'll just hold for you, and then after you land, I'll just line up on the active and get ready.
Alright, sounds good.
Alrighty guys, so just remember in the cabin, your FA is also a secondary pilot apparently, so you might see two of me at once.
Southwest 8080, hello sir, welcome to the stream. It's fun watching you the other night. Yeah, we were going a little faster. My aircraft decided to try and catch up its profile by nose diving down a little bit, so I put spoilers out to try and help. Didn't do a whole lot, but it was trying to make an altitude restriction that it apparently didn't prepare its profile for ahead of time, because, you know, reasons. So right in front of us, this is Monterey Bay right here. This is, right up here is Santa Cruz. And we're about to pass below 18,000 feet. So we need to get the altimeter for Frisco. So let me tune that up. 122.2.
Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar Airport information November 0156 Zulu weather wind 287 at 18 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 500
Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar Airport information Oscar 0256 Zulu weather wind 287 at 17 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 500 to 0,000 scattered temperature 15.12 altimeter.
Ironically, I actually have two downloads going right now on my PC. If I try to combine that with P3D, you all know what's going to happen. P3Ds are just going to try to flip me off and just, you know, stop working as soon as I load in. So I'm going to let them finish. I'm not going to really do them like, you know, right now, so they can load them soon ASAP after this.
Alright, hang on a second, buddy.
No idea.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm trying to hear the ATIS.
Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar Airport information Oscar 0256 Zulu weather wind 287 at 17 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 500 to 0,000 scattered temperature 152.12 altimeter 2991 advise on initial contact you have information Oscar Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar Airport information.
That was interesting. It like changed. The ATIS changed like right in the middle of the other ATIS. That was from November to Oscar. That was kind of cool. Okay, so 29901 went to 287 at 1817 somewhere in there. So we're gonna be good with our runway. That's for sure. 29er. Oops, no, not that. 29901. Nice little quick change there. Let's go ahead and change this up here. That's somewhere in there. It's pretty close to what it was. Beautiful sunset just off the peninsula here. 'Tis gorgeous. And we're gonna bring this down to, I think it's 6,000 is the last point on here. Yeah. 6,240. Alright, so we are going to do 28 right since we won't have any controllers telling us otherwise. So we'll set up for that now.
I suggest it.
Minimum sector altitude for us, our area is going to be 4,500 feet. ILS frequency is going to be 111.7. So let us get that set up in here. Whoops. Helps to use the actual VHF radio. Yeah. 111.7. There we go. And heading 284. We'll probably do this visually, but we're going to have this ready to go just in case. Alright, so that is queued up. Our missed approach is going to be climb to 3,000 on the SFO VOR radial 281 to VICU at 12 DME from San Francisco and hold. Alright, so that's pretty simple. It's basically straight out. 281 almost straight out. It's a slight to the side there. The approach course begins at Seppen at 3,000. We're going to step down. Minimums for today is going to be 213 baro or 200 radio. And I got to find my minimums thing again because it's been a while. Where is that in this aircraft? I forget. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I thought it was over here. That's range data. That's that guy.
What are you looking for, Moose?
Minimums. Oh.
It's on the selector to the right of the altimeter.
Yes, I think I just found it. Yep, there you are.
Decision height?
Yeah, decision height. Yep, that's just got it.
Unsat.
Yeah, not knowing the aircraft, yeah.
Okay, so, you know, like for Project Fly, like how you usually put an image of the aircraft? So I'm just casually looking up 717s, and apparently so, I see one with like the entire engine cover like blown off apparently.
Blown off, or do they just take it off because they're doing maintenance?
No, it wasn't maintenance, it was an actual emergency into Nashville.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, the entire cover blown off, and like only see like the cowl and the reverser, that was about it. So.
It's no
We
bueno.
consider for those passengers in the back, that must have really gave them a scare.
Yeah, a little bit, I would imagine.
Not really, you couldn't see it.
Oh, that's true.
There's a video of an Airbus in Europe departing, and then the cowling on the engine, you see this flare out once, and flare out the second time, the wind just takes it. Like, yep, there goes that.
Can you fly to Fresno? I can. I'm not going to tonight, though, because, you know, this is on a Wednesday. It's kind of a one and done just because I've got other stuff I got to do. It's already late. By the time I'm done, it's going to be just after 8 o'clock. It's already after 8 o'clock now.
It's already 11 p.m. East, so you get an idea for how late it is for us over here.
Yeah, exactly. This thing likes to just, like, dive down, doesn't it?
Mine's like diving too, because I didn't want to send it when it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Let's set that up. Alright, coming into the Bay Area here. I think it's a C-130 issue. The sliders seem to work on other aircraft, but quit when I switched. Yeah, I had a feeling it was probably that C-130. When they take an older third party and try to make it a default, it never seems to go well. Not sure why it's so difficult, but apparently it is. You have an ANA 777 on 28 left taking off, and a Japan Airlines 777 taking over. Alright. Make a call here.
So ironically, once again I'm going to keep on saying that because everything that's been happening on this flight so far has just been unexpected for me. Project Fly just puts in the 717 and immediately LAX shows up for like 2 flights apparently. Oh. Project Fly decided to replicate flights At the same thing. Basically wasted one extra for like another flight. But basically KLAX to Denver. Apparently they used the 717 for that.
No, there's no ATC right now, so I'm just communicating on the Unicom frequency.
And what better perfect timing for me now to just find the deltas from one of the aircrafts to flight 1193 for any of you who want a spot. From San Francisco to LAX, like one of the top 3 recommendations. So you know what I'm gonna do. Book it. You know what? Should I like book a flight? Like do this one right now, and then like in the morning leave from LAX to like Phoenix, and then just like basically do a quick cross country before I leave my house for like a while, like 2 weeks.
Someone say something? Besides, I heard someone say you there.
Basically, I was thinking instead, like, you know how I'm doing SFO to LAX right now. As soon as you guys land, like, I'm gonna depart, get out of here, pronto. Basically, I'm thinking like in the morning to continue my cross country by connecting from LAX to Phoenix, and then like Phoenix, Houston. You get the general idea.
Okay, this stupid thing decided not to get on the Glatzo. Yeah, I'll be quiet.
Okay, we all know the Maddog. It's mad.
Yep. So I'm going quiet now while I'm trying to land here. So.
Roger. Butter it or else the flight times will embarrass you.
We'll see you Friday. Moose. We gotta get out of here.
All right, we'll see you, man. Good to fly with you for a while.
Yep. Good night.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see you.
Will you shut up? Am I? Oh my gosh! How did I hit the flaps?
I'm definitely not gonna load it in time. I'm just gonna have to spot you from the gate.
All right.
Flaps 15. Flaps 28.
Got Japan Airlines on the runway right now.
On on left.
Wait, left.
Yeah, I'm coming in right, so that's okay. I think I can do this now. Nope, not yet. One more drop. Or not.
Flaps 40.
And there goes Japan.
Traffic.
Yeah, shut up.
No.
Can I get this now? Ah, good grief. Can never remember what it is that activates that. But I thought it was the flap thing, but I guess not. We'll just do no auto brakes.
Alrighty, just advise me after 10 when you've taxied off the active.
Will do. Landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
2 in reverse.
Alrighty, we down.
Reverse lights out.
Nice landing.
Thank you. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pull off up here. Take this high speed right here.
Alrighty, so we off for active?
Not quite, almost. Taking a high speed right now. And we are clearly active.
Alrighty, here we go. Let me not flop this time. Alrighty, so Delta would like to welcome you to San Francisco, where the local time right now is 8:21 p.m. We are going to be taxiing to our gate, which is still not been specified as of yet. Until then, it's just going to take us a few minutes to get you guys off this aircraft that we know you dread to get off. We hope you enjoyed today's flight. If you did not, you could go to Spirit's site. We definitely do not have anything to do about that. If you enjoyed the flight, then obviously you could go to delta.com. Like I said, we're just going to take a few minutes to taxi to the gate. Do not try to grab your carry-ons or luggage. We do not have that door open for you yet. Yeah, about that. But aside from that, that's about it. Sit back, relax a few more minutes, and you'll be off this aircraft in no time.
Not too bad. And ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, I'd like to add my thanks for flying with us today. It's a short flight from Phoenix to San Francisco. Again, we'll be just a few minutes while we taxi to the gate. Please remain in your seats, and we'll see you next time. Alright, we're going to go over here. We'll take, actually, I'm going to take, what is this, Alpha? Yeah. Let's bring our flaps up here. Let's see what gate we're going to go to here. There are only 5 suitable parkings. What?
What?
Oh, God.
Come again for Big Fudge? And they're all 30. Oh, what the heck? Alright, let's do
I'm on approach now, so
gate 33 and see where it goes. No, do not warp me there. It's Delta.
I'm passing San Jose.
Alright.
Alright, so which gate do we get so that way the passengers can know where they're going to leave?
We're at gate 33. Where that pops us up at exactly, I do not know.
Alrighty, so passengers from the apparently so from the flight deck have reported to us that we'll be taking gate 33. Now you know we're going to be leaving as fast as you want to. You know we're going to leave. So you can stop bothering us now and get on with the day.
Oh my gosh.
Is he now the first officer?
He's the flight attendant. Oh, steward. Alright, so I'm thinking, well, it should be over here somewhere, but I don't know where it's putting the 30 gates. Let me see if I can spot my crew. Ah. The light is causing...
Yeah, I gone crazy and bought that Tower 3D Pro.
Oh, yeah?
So what tower would you reckon for first shot?
Hang on one second. Banana Boat, thank you for subscribing, sir. Welcome aboard. Good to have you here. Unfortunately, you're here at the very end, but hey, better late than never. Or at least you're subscribing at the very end. Maybe you've been here the whole time. I don't know. As far as the tower for the first go, to get your feet wet, I would do probably something like San Diego is fairly simple. Or I forget which ones come with. Actually, San Diego may not come with it. I don't remember which ones. It's LAX and... I know LAX is a default, and I don't remember what the other defaults are. Where is my people at?
I think St. Martin's was one.
It might be. What? Okay, what the heck, dude? Where? I just passed everywhere where there should be 30s. I don't see any... I don't see my peoples. Unless they're around the corner there, but I kind of doubt that. But I also find it odd that there are only like 9 gates that are available here. Yeah, I am on VATSIM. Just landed in San Francisco. And trying to find where GSX has our gate, because it doesn't match up with what the real world is, which is odd. Which I expect better out of Flight Beam, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Well, this whole area is like cordoned off for construction. Okay. We're going to have to use the follow me, unfortunately, because I don't know where they sent us. So we'll request to follow me, and we'll follow. Guys, passengers, I want to apologize from the cockpit. We've got a little bit of a gate confusion up here. We've got a follow me truck en route to lead us to the gate. Be just a few more minutes. Bear with us, and we'll have you off in no time.
Alrighty, as you heard from the flight deck, we don't even have to explain for you. Basically, we're just gonna be following a small car because we don't have any airport charts. So just ignore the fact that that happened, and we'll be off here in like maybe a few minutes. And trust me, we're not trying to procrastinate.
Why are you backing up, small car? What's going on, dude? What?
That's just a normal thing with Texas. It likes to do something before it actually lets you start falling.
I know, but then it's... Oh my gosh. OSHA is gonna kill you. Are you just gonna take me in a big circle here? Is that what's happening? What are you doing? You're freaking me out, sir.
He might have had a little bit much drinks. He might have had a bit too much.
Yeah, I think our follow me's been hitting the sauce. All right, so you're just making me make a U-turn. Okay.
Yeah, blame it on the drive. Follow me.
That's what I'm gonna do, gladly. Yeah, this is P3D Banana Boat. P3D V4. Oh, wait, over here? Oh, over here. I was close. I just didn't expect it to be over here. It's a weird area, but okay, I'll take it. Oh, we don't get a gate. We've been downgraded.
They really sent you down to the apron.
Yeah. Folks, apologies again, but unfortunately we're not going to have a jetway today. It's going to be a staircase down to a bus, so just brace yourselves for that. And again, we apologize. It's San Francisco for you. I should probably not blind this guy.
Moose.
Yeah.
In Phoenix, they're adding an expansion to American Airlines gates.
Oh yeah?
That's why there's some construction on the scenery.
Well, we're in San Francisco right now. They're doing construction here too, but they've got the normal Delta terminal half cordoned off. All right, so that's our parking spot right there.
So
I'm gonna go ahead and connect the external power here. Maybe. Oh no.
Yeah, it's funny. YouTube is lagging behind TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
We can't do anything about that. This YouTube and the real life thing is always going to be behind.
Yeah.
You can't change anything about that.
That's the downside of listening on TeamSpeak, is you got to put up with that.
Yes, sir. Connect the low pressure air, please.
All right, check my air.
Are you familiar with an add-on called FS Captain?
No, I don't think I am. All right, there's our external power.
Okay, here comes pressure.
Okay, well, it's similar to F Passengers.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I got to load out my maiden flight on the C-130J30.
Mm-hmm. It's bright.
Caskets.
Yeah, really? Oh, man. Request deboarding. All right, let's go ahead and open up the door.
Passengers. So, as far as you know, the door's being opened, so now you could grab your luggage and get off because we don't need you anymore.
You got such a great bedside manner.
Yep, it's only when a flight didn't go through on the daily.
Yeah, that's it. Just kick him out the door.
That's right. There comes our air stairs.
Just
there.
send them to the boot.
That's right.
I'm done.
You're down? All right. Awesome. We're over here in the hinterlands because we were banished from the terminals, I say. All right, here goes
International terminals tried to steal all the gates for themselves.
Yeah, pretty much. So, all right, guys. Well, welcome to San Francisco. Thank you for coming along for the flight today. What add-ons do you use? A lot of them, actually. So what you're experiencing here is Flight Beam San Francisco. So that's one add-on. GSX, all the cars and traffic that's around my aircraft right now that's swarmed up and are unloading baggage and things. That's
and
another.
Flight of Maddog X.
That's another add-on. Flight of Maddog X by Leonardo is the aircraft, which is an add-on. In Phoenix, where we took off of, that was also Flight Beam scenery, so that was an add-on. I'm using Orbex Global, Orbex Vector, and Orbex North America for mesh scenery for the United States and the other areas. Active Sky is providing the weather. Rex textures are providing the sky textures. So the X-Sky is just the weather engine, and then the textures for the sky, weather, and stuff like that are Rex. I'm trying to think what else. They should be mostly listed on, I think, in the description there of a lot of what I use, so you can go down and check it out. But that's most of it. I've got a number of other add-on airports like LAX and Calgary and Minneapolis, St. Paul, Seattle by Drzevecki. I haven't installed that yet. I just got it, but I haven't installed it yet. And what's the other flight beam? Oh, Denver. I have flight beam Denver as well. Let's see. Other add-ons that I use. I think that's mostly it. Oh, the views right now that I'm giving you, the various things we're moving around the cockpit. That's a chase plane, which is an add-on of a camera add-on for P3D. And there go the people. There go my peoples, getting off my plane. Successfully brought to San Francisco. That's pretty much the long and short of it, I think, for the most part. There's some other stuff I'm doing that's specifically for streaming, but has nothing to do with the simulator. It's all how the sim is being, displayed. So, yeah, there are aircraft that come with P3D. There's some little light prop stuff like Cessna and Beach Baron, some other things like that. There's some military aircraft that come with it now because it's P3D is put out by Lockheed Martin. So there's some military stuff. I don't think there's anything like, I don't know if there's any jetliners that come with it anymore. With the FSX, there were some jets that you got, but the default aircraft are pretty meh anyway when it comes to stuff. Some of the Coronado aircraft aren't bad because they're Coronado. They're not actually default. They come default, but they're provided by Coronado, which is the third-party developer.
The F-35 that comes with pre-Parth 3D is actually really good for a free developer.
There you go.
Which is made by, if you guys look up India Fox Echo, to find his Travis page, but he has some great freeway military add-ons, and his F-35 Lightning II is graciously give the pre-part for it.
So there you go. Yeah, so there's some freeware aircraft that come with it. There's other freeware stuff that you can get for P3D. Freeware products the quality of a freeware product is not going to be usually on the level of a payware product, obviously, but you can get by with a lot of freeware stuff and use your imagination.
This is pretty much the saying in the flight sim community that nobody mentions about. But let's be honest, this is the one thing. Freeware, pretty much add-ons above default.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
When you up it, you'll get the when you go to 4.3, you'll get the C-130 too, and that's the Captain Sim C-130.
Yeah. Yes, there are. Now I don't know about freeware for P3D 737s as far as good, but the best, arguably the best 737 simulator for any simulator out there right now is the PMDG 737, which is available for P3D. That's the 737 NGX. Definitely
It's
definitely
amazing.
worth it. Yeah. They also PMDG also makes the 747, which is phenomenal. The 777, which is really good.
PMDG, they make the triple. They make all three sevens that everybody knows of. The 37, the 777, and the 47.
Yeah.
This can make everything I could think of in terms of aircraft that you see on a daily, like any airport, anytime, anywhere.
Well, now you see 737, 787, so you can't say anywhere now. And Quality Wings makes the 7.8, which is actually on par with PMDG.
Well, it's not on par, but it's close. It's not full.
It's really close.
It's close, but it's not quite there. PMDG still is a cut above. TFDI makes a really good 717. They just came out with their official version yesterday.
As you mentioned that, I'm actually in the TFDI 717. So yeah.
There you go. This is the Maddog MD-82 by Leonardo, also a fantastic sim. Only downside to this aircraft that I've found is the external sound set isn't that great. The engines should be making a lot more roar and screaming noises than they do. In the cockpit, it's quite quiet, but that's actually pretty accurate. It is probably one of the quietest cockpits in aviation because it's so far removed from the engines. So,
pretty much with the Maddog, I could tell you, based off experience, sitting in the back next to the engine, usually as soon as that thing takes off, initially you'll hear obviously the great roar of the JT-8Ds, but once you start climbing and everything, you'll start noticing that it's just like a faint hum. It's very loud. That's the one thing that they need to get.
It's a very, very loud drone. And I'll tell you from experience, too, because my very first commercial aviation flight was on an MD-80 just like this, on TWA, going to St. Louis, and my seat was right there. All I could see was the engine cowling. Like, I was literally right next to the engine. It was literally the back.
For me, I'm gonna put my say. I was right next to the engine cowling, but I was able to see through like a little, like a little peek of the outside along with the flaps and everything.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much I was able to get a general idea of where we were taxiing and whatnot. Barely, but I was able to get a general sense of where we were.
All I could do, I could look straight down and I could see between the engine and I could see the ground, and that was about it. Or I could look straight out and see the engine cowling. That was it for that. That was the first experience on the plane. Then we connected through St. Louis. We were going to Baltimore, connected in St. Louis, and then our next flight we had seats over the wing, so that was much better. But excuse me. So all right, sun is going down here in San Francisco, and I need to go and find food. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful. I was Scotsman. Hello, good to see you again, sir. You updated 717 on the weekend, and it messed up my controls. Oh, I'm sorry. I just updated mine, and I didn't have any problems, but that's me. I don't know how you have your controls configured, so it really shouldn't be a problem, but of course I'm also using FSU IPC for most of my control mappings, so that may be why it didn't kill it. So who knows. I did have a problem with my reversers, but that's an easy fix. So. All right, guys, thanks for coming along. I will see you Friday evening for my redemption flight, hopefully into Albuquerque.
I will. For the redemption flight, don't think I'm not going to miss out. Well, unless YouTube decides to play me again, but if I do not miss it, no, I will most likely be in the 717.
There you go.
But then you have from your flight attendant that hates everybody, I'm out.
All right, see you, man. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with regard to Albuquerque and redemption, go back to last July and find the Houston to Albuquerque flight. Really all you need to watch is the very last part where I make my approach and landing into Albuquerque, and I say landing in quotes. It's also where Captain Tim subscribed at the end of that because that was so entertaining. So, but yeah. Joy o' Rapture. If your throttles are backwards, I know in X-Plane there's a little tick if you're using throttles. If it's checked like the type of throttles you're using, sometimes that screws it up. Otherwise, I don't remember. I don't know if I ever had the throttle backward issue in P3D. So, not sure what's going on there. But anyway. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm out of here. You have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you on Friday. And we will try to redeem ourselves from the Albuquerque nonsense. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you then.
time, Moose.
Okay, next time.
See you, Nick.